good day, good morning, maybe good afternoon, wherever you are on ZSR. This is a more of a chill stream. It's really late at night at the US. I'm at work, so I need to work it out a bit. But hey, welcome to the Randomizer Season 3 Standard Tournament. We're deep in the qualification stage. It's actually qualifier number 9 today, and we have 2 amazing racers and a few champs of volunteers going on through the night to do God's work. Captain in D13 and Fox on comms and Epic Yoshi on tracking. Take it away. It's all yours.
With pleasure, and we are happy to be here. Despite the wonky hours of the morning in our neck of the woods, we hope to bring you a fantastic time. On screen today, we've got Boo and the other section, but we've got still a fairly nice house this morning, Fox. 14 entrants in this race time room.
Yeah, so a lot of the European and Australia crowd's still here for today. And let's hope it's a good race. That's that, or it's a really bad seed. That's generally one or the other. Like bad, and then it's actually like not the worst, but really silly.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it for sure, but we have been given the green light in the race time room. I did not get a chance to look ahead of time and see what was on the clock tower yet.
Apparently, it's a purple rupee on the clock tower, and there's a big chest in the southeast side of South Clock Town. So our runners will probably go for that if they're aware of this.
I would wager they're at least not going to take a long time to get to that, hook shot or otherwise, but the early $50 is enough to check Tingle immediately, so we're going to see probably just everybody pick that up right away. Other sections going for the ferry. Boo is going to go for the north. As far as what I'm looking to see today, I wouldn't mind things being a little bit on the faster side for a change, but at the same time, I think I'm going to echo Epic Yoshi's sentiment and also wish for some Pamela today. Still overdue here in the qualifiers. And Tingle is junk this morning.
Alright, so here's the big chest. It's Captain's hat.
Okay, that's a pretty big start. Granted, we can even, well, with explosives, we could do stuff with that almost right away.
Yeah, we gotta keep in mind that Captain's hat is out of logic.
Oh yeah, big out of logic.
That probably shouldn't be rushed immediately, just because of the fact that it's hookshot locked.
Yeah, I would say also wait to see if you get explosives. And wait until you see South Clocktown hinted Way of the Hero. But yeah, we're going to see other section now follow suit and get this north opener cracking. Boo is done with the dongos. Took a couple of tickles there. Almost took a KO, but will not check this chest to see if it's a hard piece. For a refill, that's okay.
Gonna have to deal with the crit wiggle. If anybody isn't aware of Majora's Mask, when you are in critical health, you do have some nonsense going on with being able to move. It's actually a little annoying. A lot of people aren't really fond of it, so yeah. There's a heart piece in the shop.
Yeah, a bit of a slower start here. But we're going to see the outer section turn in that ferry right away. Even more money.
Not used to seeing anybody pick up the ferry after doing the dongos like that. So that's a bit different than what I've seen.
Indeed, we're getting our quad hints now, which reads, well, left chest is dead. Woodfall Temple foolish except for the song. Butler has something that's not required. Snowhead Temple Way of the Hero. Letter to Mama is not required.
Well, that's good to know. And that means a couple of things. One is Woodfall Temple can be our first dungeon. Mountain Village foolish, we got Snowhead Temple Loft.
And I just missed what was on the north side hint stone. I'll reread it in the playback.
I think the north hint was Mountain Village foolish. And there's a keg.
East Clocktown Way of the Hero.
We have not seen East Clocktown yet.
And yes, Mountain Village foolish, thank you.
Got a keg in the south from. Oh my gosh. Nice Southern Swamp foolish.
Wow, so those are some very interesting foolishes here. Southern Swamp foolish is a really interesting one because we saw back in Qualifier 4, I want to say, where that led to a foolish bomb bag.
At least you get the Southern Swamp foolish before going there. So most likely nobody's going to do any checks in the swamp unless if they're going to forehead clear foolish in the seed.
Well, the keg, day one keg is really good because that does put aliens already into consideration. Now we just need a projectile. That would be nice, and then we're in business. That is a gilded chest on the straw roof. Not the straw roof, on the stump. Starts with an ST, but it is not the straw roof. Alright, Boo checking P-Hat, finding some bomb shoes. Here's another gilded chest in the southern Terminafield Grotto, which... Oh yeah, that's the keg.
Yeah,
Never
that's
mind.
the keg.
Alright, the southern hint says Butler's letter to Mama. Alright, so I've got one Wath and one Sometimes hint missing right now. And besides the other always hints. Swamp Spider House dead.
You know, it had to be. Because the foolish hint always goes over the always hints in these. So, Swamp Lord dead, Boat Archery just dead by default. So we don't even need to know those, we're just probably going to see them anyway.
Probably. I did not see what was on the Gorman Milk purchase. I will consult the playback on that front one more time.
I wasn't looking.
Whatever it was, Boo could not afford it.
Yeah, Boo has 5 rupees coming in. Definitely can't.
I think it was a junk rupee. It was
So
a purple rupee.
Okay, so they were selling a refund.
Pretty much.
Right now, and we'll refund everything for the same price.
It's a collector's edition purple rupee.
I would try to do a Billy Mays voice, but I kind of really never practiced it, so it would probably not work out well.
I don't know the voice, but I will still say out loud, but wait, there's more. Order now and we'll give you this hookshot. All for the price of a Gorman race. All for the low price of 10 rupees and 99 bombs. Wait. Now, still, low 47 for Gorman race is not bad at all. And we're going to see what this is. I swear, if this is hook shot. Okay, all right. Oh, no, we didn't see this already. We saw the bundle of arrows in Termina Field.
Mm-hmm. We saw 2 of them so far. I think that's all that there is.
Yeah, because we're just replacing the 2 that are in the shops.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like with the 2 beans in the pool and whatnot. Whoa, that Gorman brother was giving other section a bit of a hard time there.
The weird thing, like, if anybody's, like, ever played a seed, if you get a foolish area early, that very much limits all that you have to do right at the beginning. So that's really important to keep in mind here. Essentially means you might be bottlenecked right from the start, so you might have to watch out for this.
Yeah, because Swamp and Village, well, there's our bomb bag, but Swamp and Village Foolish. Yeah, because that means Road to Swamp is still on the table.
Mm-hmm.
But we still don't even have that much we can do in the north. We might be seeing a quickly rushed ranch.
I think you do Honey and Darling ASAP. I'm not sure if Boo saw the East Clocktown hit.
That is true. The East Clocktown, yeah, no one's even checked the the entirety of East Clocktown's been left untouched, so we're gonna see how this plays out from Boo here. East Clocktown is, I wouldn't say as variable of a way of the hero as West Clocktown. West Clocktown checks could be all over the place in terms of spheres. East Clocktown, most of them are early. Alright, so Boo's going to do an out of logic observatory. This is out of logic until we find projectiles. Alright, we're seeing the silver, the Dampe hint get repeated. I cannot see what that is in the tree.
Right, well, there's an important chest there. In the bomber's hideout.
Okay. Yeah, Bomber's Hideout would be considered East Clocktown in this scenario.
Gold dust bottle out of logic.
Definitely not something you don't want to see, though. You're definitely not going to say no to a bottle, especially since it's unlikely the bottle is the way of the hero, especially considering Village is foolish, so the gold dust is basically useless.
With
Except for
Swamp
money.
Foolish, unless if you're bottlenecked into Fish Heart Piece right now, which I honestly don't expect. That gold dust ball is very unlikely way of the hero right now.
Yeah, I don't think it's way of the hero either. I think there's a whole lot more to consider in East Clocktown, especially.
Looking at Honey and Darling right now, or the chest, those two are very important and in logic.
I'm surprised people didn't go straight for the chest, to be honest. That's a red rupee on Moon's tier. Looks like other section's going to be the first to show us.
Oh, there's a big chest.
Well, that's looking pretty good, and it's fire.
Yep, that's our waff.
Yep.
That gold dust really isn't like super important right now.
Yeah, and with Snowhead Temple being way of the hero, that fire arrow makes a lot of sense.
We still have Mountain Wolf. Is that the milk bottle?
Yeah, milk bottle on Poe Sisters.
Okay. That's our second sometimes hint.
Yeah, so not the best sometimes hints. Well, not the best information in the universe, but at least you can rule out well left in Poe Hut. Unless you're bottle starved. Like, if it's seriously 1 bottle eggs by the time you get Icona access, it's probably worth it to go do Poe Sisters for a bottle if your offense is well stacked. Boo counting to 19 perfectly and is receiving a silver ruby for the trouble. Oh, other section getting the same from Honey and Darling, so yep, you're probably right. It's probably Fire Arrow's Wath.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to be Wath to a Wath, unfortunately, which kind of burns our ways of the heroes somewhat unhelpfully.
I don't think it's like the worst, but not the best. Generally, fire arrows kind of suck in season 3. They're really obnoxious. Especially from it. I'm saying that from experience playing these seeds. They're like really bad sometimes.
Indeed. Other section just tried to guess the code without backflipping over the guard, but
that is a tall order that I do not recommend. You're literally doing a gosh, I forget how many there are.
So yeah, as far as East Clocktown is left, there's a few variable checks. There's the checks in the milk bar. There's Mayor when Couples Mask shows up. There's Town Archery. There's Goron Chess minigame. So it's variable about those remaining East Clocktown checks. Now, having said that, you know, I'm also, as an observer, I'm more of the, you know, what else does this way of the hero have for us? But at the same time, I'm happy to concede it's probably just fire arrows on this one.
Yeah, it's much worse than 1 in 32. It is much worse.
Alright, so we also don't have magic to use those fire arrows yet. Do fire arrows work on the snow boulders leading to the north?
Yes.
Okay. So if we get magic at bow, that might be an excuse to go north, but at the same time, we can't exactly do much, especially with a foolish village. We'd be going straight to Goron Village and Lens Cave anyway. And to answer a question, chat, Stockpot Inn is considered its own area, so Stockpot Inn is not considered part of East Clocktown in terms of the hints.
So we have a full tracking team now. So I was just covering for a little bit. It is early in the morning, so it's understandable.
Alright, that's the East Clocktown Way of the Hero hints again. So yeah, our ways of the hero right now are Snowhead Temple and East Clocktown. Our foolishes are Mountain Village, Southern Swamp, and Woodfall Temple minus the song. Which means Blue Warp can't be Sonata.
Yep. Blue Warp can't be Sonata, that's correct.
That's about it, though. Other section making sure to have a rupee count of 169 before proceeding to Sword School for the bank. So, but yeah, Honey and Darling was a silver rupee. We're about to see Blast Mass Lady from Boo. And we'll see what they find here.
Got Blast Mask, got Big Bomb Bag, got Great Big Host Grotto, and Staff Room? I think that's all we got.
And we've got well, we had Romani's song. Oh, no, we can't. We don't have the Goron Mask, so no keg usage. Never mind.
Yep, no, we do not. Magic.
Maybe Rush Lens Cave ends up being the 500 IQ play today. The bomb bag was Straw Roof Chest, right?
Yeah. Straw Roof was Captain's Hat.
That was Captain's Hat, okay. So yeah, that's... And the bomb bag was...
Room Key.
Room Key. Alright, so the bomb bag is in logic. I'm just thinking about when Captain's Hat gets put into logic.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen Bank 1 either.
We have not. But I'm very suspicious of that Captain's Hat, as out of logic as it is right now. There's not a whole lot keeping it out. And the bank just paid interest. That was a couple's mask, question mark?
Okay, I guess just rush the couple's mask as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was couple's mask. It was flat and white. Yep, that's couple's alright.
The couple's mask actually is like way more likely of being required in Season 3.
It's been required pretty commonly as of late. I think last match I called it had ice arrows.
Yeah, from what I've heard, and what I've seen, it's like a very, very often required item, that couple's mask specifically. So yeah, that could mean that we do have more than one item in East Cloud Town right now.
I wouldn't be surprised because that has been pretty common. If we get like a Clock Town specific area, that tends to have more than one or two critical items as of late.
Ooh, Swamp is foolish. You don't want. Oh, and with the way these two have routed, we didn't see Guru yet.
We did not, but it gave other section double defense. And with chest size matches contents, you absolutely want to see this.
It's a pretty good quality of life thing. I actually played an all Sandy in the middle of the week. Speaking of like funny things, I had a 537 rupee Gorman race, and unfortunately it was nothing.
Wait, I'm sorry, a 537 rupee all Sandy. I guess you mean
yes. I did
Royal
mean all.
Wallet.
I did shuffle in Royal Wallet. That's correct.
So I had to raise an eyebrow for a second. I was like, wait, could all Sandy actually consider price shuffle within that range?
Yes,
but
absolutely.
Today I learned. All right, so yeah, Boo is just was that the red potion bottle in the tree? It didn't look particularly shiny.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, Boo picked up a red potion from the trading post by the looks of it, so they're going to use that on day 2 to probably rescue the witch anyway, despite it being foolish. Other section, in the meantime, is going to go straight for Coast. I think I like this play better. Just because, again, foolish swamp. Seeing the swamp foolish hint a lot earlier is definitely raising a lot more questions than answers for a change. Deku Palace, we can't do much in.
Alright, Couple's Mask or Stafford?
Or Labfish. Oh no, wait, the gold dust is, the bottle's out of logic still.
Okay, I think Boo realized. Just went to get the owl. But yeah, Labfish is clearly not it unless if there's a bottle on the other two checks. And considering the bottleneck situation, this is generally where I'd like to invert, do the remaining two checks, then go ranch for hints. Because if you invert, you will have more than enough time to do branch on night 3. And if staff room's progression, then staff room is just where you need to go. So
It'd be insulting if staff room is keg not keg, is Gormask right now.
oh, that's a common occurrence. That's definitely something I've seen before.
Well, labfish is not the answer, it's just a red rupee. And it looks like Boo's abandoning the red potion too, so...
I switching gears is just realizing it's just them realizing that swamp is foolish. There's nothing there necessary to beat the thief.
Yeah, I will laugh though if we encounter another foolish bomb bag or something stupid in swamp again.
If we do, I've got some words for Seedbot.
Oh yes.
Like, if we get that again, and someone just goes and checks, it's like, Actually, no, because of the fact that we found one on Roomkey, I don't think it's possible, because like, in that specific situation that occurred the last time, both bows were gore unlocked, which made it even possible for there to be a foolish bomb bag. Oh, this chest is something.
Yeah, locked by bombs, but it's a wallet.
Oh, gosh, okay.
Well, there's nothing in East Clocktown that's wallet locked, so...
Yeah,
and Mountain Village is foolish. Goron Villages might be useful with that wallet, but...
Yeah, that wallet is in logic.
With... Oh yeah, the bomb bag, that's right, the bomb bag was free.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Captain's Hat that's projectile locked right now.
And other section is doing the play I really don't like more than anything, swimming to Zora Hall. I don't think this is generally okay. Like, it's okay if Zora's early, it's not okay if Zora's in Stone Tower Temple, because both can happen in a scene.
Good grief.
So that's why I don't like the play.
Yeah, well, the wallet gives us, at the moment, it only gives us 2 checks. Bank 2 and Termina Field Scrub. That's all it gives us.
Oh, we got a blast mask, but there's a huge rupee that actually does pay out. I would not buy the blast mask when you get a huge rupee like that. That's 200 rupees for free.
Yeah, it's a bit of a cash, especially when you just got that wallet. I think I would start thinking about Bank 2 at this point.
Did other section invert? That had to have been an invert for it not to be midnight now.
Boo not interested in the rupee.
You definitely buy the rupee here.
Alright, so yeah, the other section's gonna go ahead and get the postman check out of the way here. Nails it. And then gets immediately kicked out.
I had only one chance. It was really close to midnight, and after midnight, that's it for postman.
Compliments to efficiency on that front. Alright, Boo is gonna check this couple's mask. Is...
Oh,
nice letter to
gosh.
Cafe. That's on bag 2.
Well, Section's not gonna be able to scum this. That's a bottle in logic.
That's an in logic bottle. Okay, so
It's not opening anything though.
no, and the other bottle isn't bottle locked at the moment, so unless projectiles are bottle locked, but so yeah, the gold dust is the bottle is definitely not the waft now.
So that letter at cafe, you're not gonna be able to scum today. Like you're not gonna be able to reset time because magic's on grandma. You're just gonna have to do another cycle. That's important.
Yeah, just gonna have to use it for toilet paper this cycle and get it over with.
Oh gosh, if progression's on toilet hand for letter to cafe, I am actually gonna be upset. Because I forgot that that's a possibility.
I'm gonna laugh if it is. Oh no. I've got other sections audio up and they're running on randomized sound effects.
Yes.
My favorite, actually.
My favorite is the redeads when they just make extremely loud random sound effects. It is the best thing to hear for your ears.
And then you've got a random, like, tinkle screaming in Stone Tower Temple Gway, and you just have to ask, what's happening up there? Alright, Toilet Hand is nothing, and the 10 bomb chews are on Termina Field Scrub. Not anything of extreme note, but the 10 bomb chews are like the unique item here, so felt worth calling out.
You go in section.
Alright, so Boo is gonna peek pillar chest. Oh, and it's gilded. And then Boo might be making the out of logic captain's hat checks.
I mean, you got a bomb bag and there's a chest in logic here. This is reasonable.
I think so too. More, and you get more intel on top of it. Like the other Southern Swamp Foolish. Yeah, great hint, game.
Okay, section's going ranch. Even though I'm pretty... like... of the checks from Banning, it's probably letter to cafe on bank 2. It's probably that. Like, I can't think, like, why would you not have that be progression at this point? That would be very trolly if it wasn't.
Yeah, all Foolish is confirmed, which means Laundry Pool's not ruled out. You know Laundry Pool's gonna... You know Laundry
And there's a bow. Never mind. I guess there's... That's an in-logic bow.
Yeah, that puts everything into logic now.
Except the captain's hat still.
Right, yeah, that needs either Deku plus Moon's tier or Hook. Boo's gonna just check it anyway. Because again, not a whole lot keeping it out of logic.
Yeah. It's coming in the logic sooner rather than later. It's gonna be good intel if Lullaby is here.
Alright, the other section's going straight for the hints in Cuckoo Shack and Doggy Racetrack before 8 o'clock hits. Alright, this hint reads Snowhead Temple Wath. Thanks, game. We could do with some more unique intel. We should get some. We're still missing Ocean Spider, Ranch Sisters, and Boat Archery on top of that last waft. It's gotta show up here. I'd be well annoyed if we didn't have something new to write down here. Ooh, that is a gilded chest up on Doggy Racetrack.
Oh, doing this jump? Like, I always thought that doing this is a little more tricky than the... Oh, and Scarrow. Okay.
Are you expected to Mount Village Foolish again? Thanks, game. What's normally the logical requirement for that chest? Are you expected to know that jump?
No.
I didn't think so. So either
There's
hook or...
double bat recoil from Boo. It's either Hook or Zora or Beans. But because it's Garo, it's not relevant for it to... It's not really that important until you get Hook's out anyway.
That's fair. We're gonna find out what the composers teach us today. That was the Swamp Spider House hint again. Ooh is getting pestered here, is running out of health. Is definitely not going to be able to tank a swing from that Iron Knuckle. Ocean Spider House dead.
Not... Well, it could have been something really here. Just Hookshot really had to show up. Like, we have everything else in logic.
And this last one is well left chest again. Oh, here's a gilded chest. A bow upgrade, okay.
That could be a Bowlock bow right there.
Yeah. It's certainly Captain's locked. Central Pillar does not appear to be a gilded chest. When in doubt, spam bow. Oh, gilded chest and staff room. Here we go. There's Hook. Okay, we're good now.
Alright, so never mind. Let's just have two bows in... And it's Oath here.
Ooh, so Captain's Hat is required.
I mean, I was thinking it was gonna be. But that's...
Not the song we were expecting.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Hook puts cape chests into logic, though.
So, for anybody who's really wondering right now, we have two bows in logic. So, like, just... Probably at this point, the bows in Graveyard are just... necessary to go north, and the third bow's probably dead.
Yeah, because bow fire arrows, bow plus fire gives us the ability to go north. Only meaningful check we can do north right now is Lens Cave. South Swamp Tingle is dead.
There will be 8 checks up north because of the shop in Goron Village as well.
Ah,
and
yes.
then the 2 checks in Twin Islands.
I could not see what that is in Curiosity Shop for All Knight's Mask.
I didn't see it either.
Who is interested in whatever is up in the tree?
Probably a ball, like you said.
Yep,
Yeah.
the red potion bottle.
So I'm assuming Noad Temple Waffs is probably for...
Maybe progression on goat. It should also be known, I did get to see on the playback what other section saw in Curiosity Shop. It was a purple rupee. A lot of purple rupees behind shops today.
Yeah, I was thinking Zora is fairly likely in Snowhead.
That's pretty reasonable. Right now, only 2 things keeping us out of there right now are Goron and Lullaby.
And once we do find Goron, we'll have access to 2 more songs. So if we find Lullaby from there, then we have access. And once we do have Lullaby, our runners should keep in mind that Woodfall Temple can be your first dungeon clear, so that if we don't find Sonata and Deku relatively quickly, we're going to have to, like, they should know that Deku cannot be locked behind a dungeon.
Right, because of the whole Woodfall Temple foolish thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so looks like Boo nailed Swamp Archery, but unfortunately didn't get anything of note. Hookshot also brings Icona Pillar into play, and we do know that's a gilded chest. Also, Boo using that bow to finally get bombers cracking, because, yep, again, late projectiles means late bombers, and stop me if you've heard this before, bombers can very much be progression.
There's Deku.
Never mind. Alright, that gives us a song.
The nice thing that's going to pay out for Section is the fact that not only is Deku there, but can do all of Graveyard, and there's 2 bows in Graveyard, or he's gonna go for this first.
Maybe just getting
okay.
the stump in place there for later.
Okay.
Just in case ice arrows show up real early. Ice and lights would be, if those show up next, because the game does seem to like to give you a ton of things at once, and then have you go hunting for whatever's missing.
Yeah, it does look like it was just staff room for like actual progression with the hook shot.
Indeed. I am going to laugh though if bombers have progression again.
Yeah, it's S3 quals. We're gonna have bombers be something, but again, and people are not gonna be happy. Alright, there's your first bow section, and you're gonna do the captain's hat checks and get your second.
Most likely. Or most definitely. Not even most likely. There's no way you don't do that at this point.
Yeah. It's just really silly to have 2 bows in the same region.
Silly and convenient. Ooh, cutting it a little close there with the blue Octoroks, but does get the blue rupee from Town Archery. Only minigame still on the table here is Goron chess minigame. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it later. Possibly much later. Other section taking advantage of that blast mask, to be fair. Reminding that with a lot of bats and a crowded cave, there's no reason not to have a blast. Alright, Boo getting hookshot, other section getting the other bow upgrade. Is about to get Oath.
The other important thing that we gotta see is that we'll be able to go and get the check here, like the potentially go and Browden stump.
Ah, yes. Whoa, never mind. Tingle's got light arrows and another bottle. Ooh, Shrine is... Am I crazy, or is that enough to put Shrine in play?
Shrine is in play.
Like, we can kill all 4 bosses, right?
Yeah, if you want to do Kokiri Sword Shrine, yeah, you can
Wow.
totally do that.
That is a great spot for light arrows. Also, I didn't see if Boo finished up bombers while I wasn't looking. Wow, that is interesting. The Chateau bottle is really nice too, because now that's 3 bottles. Although I see, oh right, because of the tree bottle. So yeah, there's 4 bottles already in play. So if you have to do eggs, probably won't be too much of an issue this time. The game has, Season 3 has been, in most cases, pretty generous about giving us the bottles to do eggs if necessary.
I think, like, near the start, like, right before Quals, like, the bottles used to be, like, pretty bad, but they generally seem okay sometimes.
And yeah, with Garo Mask just being found, Boo's definitely got some questions to consider here.
I don't think Boo's got enough time to tech the other head. But I don't think that's gonna punish them.
Yeah, no, there was almost no good intel in Ranch. The only new information we got was Ocean Spider House, and that was it. And that hint is on the exterior, so... I think other section is taking a minute to think about things too. And yeah, it's going straight for Deku Palace, because no point doing anything else here. Swamp is foolish. Okay, apparently if you get past one tiny spot, the Octo's not there anymore.
Just loaded the other area. This is a little peculiar. You got double defense, and you have a you equipped Blast Mask for this. You're not gonna... I don't think it's gonna make it.
No, absolutely not. Only like 2 hits left. I don't know how that was gonna help, but oh well. Oh, and we didn't see what Bombers was. Alright, I'll have to look at the playback. I didn't see what item actually was picked up.
Sounded like it was a blue rupee.
Okay. Alright, other section going for take 2 with a bottle with a fairy in tow this time. Although, that seems to really be lagging other sections' game.
Still doing this with Blast is a little bit of a pain, but...
Alright, Stump Chest is the Lens of Truth.
Oh, it's past. Oh. Just go. You got the red potion ball, you can do Shiro. Go ahead.
That is exactly what they're doing. Ooh, and other sections still didn't make it to safety.
Got the fairy this time, we'll be able to do it.
That's fair.
I guess
Totally
one thing to say about this, about what other sections are doing, is if you while Ocarina of Time you can like mash B to swim faster generally. It doesn't make as much of a difference. However, when starting the swim in Majora's Mask, if you mash B, like you'll actually start the swim faster.
Fascinating. Alright, Boo's picked up Deku, is definitely going to route in Shiro real quick.
And this is going to continue for Boo to get to Icona. And we might see our next Wath up there.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that third Wath hint. In before its Termina Field.
seen anything in Tournament Field, have we?
Um,
Well, Keg.
Keg, yeah. There's a Bremen mask in Deku Palace. Aw,
Oh.
literally got caught nanoseconds before picking it up. Halt, yeet.
Yep, Alkalinase, yeah, the foolish locations are good. And Shiro did give a sword upgrade, so that makes, like, if we do have a Way of the Hero for Shrine, then yeah, but Shrine's gonna actually been notorious for being actually worse in Season 3.
I guess really take your pick at this point, because we're being spoon, as I like to say, we're being spoon-fed progression. Whoa, that was close. Unfortunately, I don't think Garo hints are enabled, so Boo...
They're not. That was just an accident from Boo.
Okay.
And now dealing with the Garo going out of bounds, just jumping out of the wrong location.
Yeah, unfortunate. Boo's still waiting to wear off a Jinx here.
If you do deal with Gyros and work with Gyro hints, you'll learn how to fight them. A fire arrow shot would have one-shot the Gyro. Like, Gyros have 3 health from what I can tell. And,
Today I learned.
And yeah.
Alright, so boat archery is great spin.
So what I feel people should do is go get that other hint up here. Maybe we're still missing our 3rd Roth.
I think that is exactly what Boo is doing. Grabbing a few... Okay, I thought Boo was grabbing supplies. Oh, with this equipment...
Oh, this is a interesting choice.
We can't do castle yet, because we need...
This is just peeking castle pillar into mirror shield chest.
Yeah. Egos, unfortunately, we can't do until we get mirror shield. Thankfully, though, we don't have to do Keg Castle. That is a hard piece.
If you're here, might as well go for mirror shield chest. No reason not to.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We know well left side is dead.
Yeah, this is gonna orphan right side well.
Wow.
Right now.
Other section I think fell off the platform, but got the day transition put them back in a nice spot. Still able to work with that. Very nice.
What's required for left side? You need a access to a blue potion, a couple, like 1 or 2 bottles, and Gibdo mask.
Oh boy, Monkey taught us New Wave. That song is currently useless. Required, but currently useless.
Alright,
I don't like this. Oop, yep. Other section got sandwiched.
okay, it was just a purple and all-night mass purchase.
Yeah, and well, Mirror Shield chest was a red rupee, so that is a pretty unfortunate. All right, so what does that leave us? That leaves us cape chests. We could do. We haven't seen Bean Daddy yet. We're gonna see that next. And that's completely in play.
We still have like 4 hits available.
Yeah, it looks like Boo is gonna take fire arrows north. I think I like this play.
If I think like honestly, what I think, you just do letter to cafe and don't put it off.
Yeah, I think Boo's gonna do that next cycle. Do they have Letter to Cafe? Did they pick that up yet?
They haven't found it yet.
Remind me again where that was?
Bank 2. Ranch
Bank
System.
2, okay. Okay. It's not looking too good for Pamela, unfortunately.
I don't think Boo did check Shrine Grotto.
No, Boo's getting bullied by A, those little white snowball thingies, and B, the camera. Yeah, we don't even have any speed booster items. No Goron Mask, no Bunny Hood. Alright, we are going to see the checks in Woodfall. First check is wooden.
I guess the second chest is also nothing.
Enemy's not being nice to either runner today. And it looks like Boo has hit the owl statue and cycle reset.
3 gold. All night mass purchase is dead. It's just a purple.
Yeah, Wallet's not looking too required this time around. With Deku Mask in tow, we can at least see what is on the Mountain Scrub purchase.
Who's gonna get the Butter Cafe now? Oh, never mind. That's for going north. I mean, you have light arrows, so you can like shoot a tat type for 50 rupees up there.
You can also just get the gold dust back.
Yeah, I don't expect anybody to go out of the way for the gold dust. However, if you really want to farm rupees,
You see it? I think that's what other section's doing. Oh, it's going to check Transformation Fairy, because yeah, we never saw that yet.
We've definitely not seen this.
The land title deed, and we can go, well, thanks game, that's in a foolish southern swamp check. I was about to say, well, we can go turn that in if the location wasn't foolish.
Gonna be good toilet paper for Boo.
Yeah, unfortunately, we already know that's junk.
Yep.
Thanks game. Thanks a bunch.
So, interestingly enough, both our runners, we're gonna see day 1 versus day 2. Day 1 is the slower one, and Second actually did the Ocarina strat. So.
A little less flashy screen for the audience at home. Can't argue too much with it.
Alright,
Sorry, I've got other sections music up still, and the minigame music is the Spider-Man 2 pizza delivery music.
it just, like, just looking at that, it's not that huge of a difference. So this is a point that I want to emphasize. Like, if you're new to doing MMR, like, for Majora's Mask Randomizer races or anything, like, you should just learn every day for Deku Playground, and just, if you want to do it, just go and do it on that specific day.
Yeah,
I think the only difficult one is, like, day 3, potentially.
Oh, geez, getting back later to Cafe is going to be a pain in the backside. You gotta recross the 500 rupee threshold. I mean, other sections done it, but even still. I think other sections just gonna burn the cycle and rush the checks. I mean, what else can you do at this point besides Shrine? Or in other sections' case, they've not yet been to Milk Road Tingle. Boo's turning in the land title deed, so yeah, we knew this wasn't going to be anything.
Isn't Letter Cafe confirmed bad? No.
Not in this seed. It was the last qualifier I called, but it's Letter to Mama that is not required this seed.
Yeah, Letter to Mama is not required.
Which means Madame Aroma 2 is off the table as well.
If I may interject, I think that based off our information, I think Lullaby is on the Blue Warp.
Lullaby on the Blue Warp?
Yes. I think it's very likely that Lullaby is on the Blue Warp.
Yeah, because what's stopping us from getting another song right now? A transformation mask, mirror shield. We can't turn in Keg yet.
It's literally just Goron that we're missing.
Yeah. And it looks like, yeah, other sections just gonna burn this entire cycle and rush the Letter to Cafe. Probably do Bremen's mask right after this. Check Lemons.
For reference, Letter Cafe in like every season has a very high chance of being required compared to every other trade item. It's always been like that. You have to know that.
Mainly because of the density. But it is junk today.
It's bait. It's actually bait.
Wow.
So it's probably north.
It's either north or shrine. Which in this case, shrine before a dungeon. Stop me if you've seen that before.
Yes, I have.
That's fair. What's that meme? That was on me. I set the bar too low.
Oh, Boo's going for this. And gets it. That damage boost is a very hard strat. So if you do want, like, we have damage boosts allowed, that one in particular is the hardest one.
That was really well executed, I'll say. And yeah, as suspected, other section's going to go ahead and do turn in Lemons real quick while there's still time on the clock, and that's probably the last time-gated thing on their list this cycle.
Honestly, I think Go North is the play, like, at this point.
Yeah, I think other section's just going to wait for another cycle reset to get into Goron Village, because you can only do that on day one if you're not Goron. Chess. I gotta give chat credit. They make me laugh. Letter to Kappa. Yeah, rushing the Letter to Cafe did seem like a good idea just because of how many checks, how dense the checks are in this scenario, but it's just unfortunate that it was bait and nothing there. Not like there's a whole lot of other time-gated, so no, what happened? Other sections' chickens have dispersed.
He most definitely stopped playing if that is the case, because that causes them to disperse.
Oh dear. There's also Zoe Grotto and, yeah, there's Zoe Grotto, Hot Spring Water. You can peek Keg Trial without Goron Mask.
Yes, you can.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, there's actually a Scarecrow, so you can, like, you can peek the Keg Trial if you want, and then you can Scarecrow out.
Huh. Today I learned. other section's still got some time to figure out where this last lemon is hiding. I think it's just the one. Is it just the one? Yeah, it's just the one. Is it? It might be two. Oh no, this is the last one.
I'm assuming that was an accident.
I assume it was too. Alright, lemons is a heart container. Not gonna say no, but not what we're looking for.
An interesting thing to note, Boo is inverted. Oh gosh. We're really doing Shrine. We're really doing Shrine before North.
We're really doing Shrine before North.
Well, I guess you got the hint, but...
We're also going to get to see what this last hint... Oh, we're also going to see Icona Tingle. This is only going to be one new item. And it's a red rupee. Alright, can we get some new info, please? South Clocktown Way of the Hero. Wait. The captain's hat. It's burnt already.
I'm sorry,
Thanks,
what?
Game. South Clocktown Wath. It's for the captain's hat. Thanks, game. Thanks a bunch.
Anyone want to go
Wait a
check
minute.
the cave
Wait.
chest?
Yeah, actually, hold on a minute. That is an
I
ice...
should just mention that hint is very weird.
Yeah, because that is a ice arrow locked hint. Yeah, so hold on a minute. That's a question mark. That's a big question mark.
So, one thing about hints that I do want to mention is that they generally disregard 1-star items. So, like, those two bows, I think it doesn't care. So I don't think it's going to say anything about Goron here, because you can get the other bow that was there in that was in Captain's Hat locked.
So, we've got 2 South Clocktown checks untouched right now, and that's Moon's Tear Turnin' and Postman's Hat.
Postman's Hat does not count for South Clocktown.
It doesn't. I didn't... That's right. That one's variable.
Our South Clocktown Moth was Captain's Hat. Like, that satisfies it.
It does, even though...
Yes.
That means ice arrows must show up early in the bandwagon. Yeah, they've got to be...
They don't have to. I think that it literally just that the hints aren't caring about that bow there at all. I just think that the seed realize, like, the hint, like, so the way that the randomizer works is that it applies, like, whether or not something's important or required meaning way of the hero first, and then the hints are applied on top of that.
Oh,
and the hints don't care whether or not there's that other bow. It's like, oh, there's a bow outside of that, so we don't care. Like, this could be one of those cases, and because there's a bow outside of the captain's hat, that's it. And ice arrows can still be behind the bow.
Okay.
Like, for reference, you can have it such that an always hit is either Gare or Gibdo, and have it be an Icona. You can have that happen. That's totally possible, and I've seen it happen before. Because they don't care about whether or not an item's important around here.
Well, so far this shrine play not playing out.
So it really should keep that in mind. Like if however Captain's Hat locked all the bows, then Ice Arrow would probably just be like in Cape Grotto, like in the Cape Fest or something right now. Or rather, it couldn't. It couldn't because to get to Upright Kana, you have to have that other bow. So that's the only way that hint could have been there is because of that other bow there.
I see.
So for everybody who's watching, that's a little bit of a primer from me on hint logic in this game. Yeah, so yes, that is correct. Captain's Hat only locked one bow, and then the other bow is also in Graveyard. That's not Captain's Hat locked.
Yeah, it's just locked by... It's in the grotto, so it's only locked by bombs, and those were free today. Boy, talk about weird.
Yeah, that's definitely a niche hint situation.
I did say in Qualifier 4 we'd be calling upon you for the hint clarifications, and guess I wasn't wrong.
Well, if we're thinking about fun, low percent wart.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Boo's making this work. Not comfortably, but is making it work.
At least he got double defense.
That is true. Double defense, pretty much the only reason this fight is still going as smoothly as it is. So, Ward charging at you with his eye open or closed or whatnot reminds me of the Alpha Blog fight in Metroid Prime 2, because there are some times where Alpha Blog charges at you but just doesn't open his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point.
Yep. Why is nobody going north? I do not understand.
And Boo's like, yep, this is gonna be junk. Calling it now. And it was.
Well, okay, so the issue here is, like, I understand making a play for Shrine. What I don't understand is when your densest play is north anyway, and everybody's putting it off.
Good question for the interview, that's for sure. Alright. Maybe, can we finally strike some gold here in Secret Shrine? Yes, well, there's some. Let's see. Oh, Zoromaskin Shrine. You love to see it.
Oh, I hate this seed now. Like,
wow, so... Sonata on eggs, anybody?
can we ban Shrine from existing, please? This is like... this is kind of trash.
Yeah, this is really bad, actually. Like, that is... And the other problem is other section doesn't even know about the light arrow. Still hasn't been to Milk Road Tingle. But... oh, jeez. So, yeah... we're looking for only... the funny thing is, we're only looking for Goron and Ice Arrows and possibly Mirror Shield. Like, we're actually not looking for much, that being said. Unfortunately, we have burnt all of our hints. There's no more intel left to be found. Alright, Zoe Grotto had nothing. Not seeing a whole lot going on in Pirate's Fortress exterior. Did we see the sunken... We didn't see if the sunken chest in Termina Field was gilded or not.
We did not.
Alright, Boo on team Never Buy a Shield. Other section just picked up, used Mountain Tingle for light arrows. Good backup. So, that'll at least get them to think about Shrine. Hey, could you hold still, please? Wolfos? Don't you dare make me trip into this grotto. Alright, Hot Spring Water Grotto. What is this? Nope.
Big
Here we
chest.
go. Giant's Wallet. Unfortunately, that is useless. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Bank 3 could still have Goron Mask.
Sure can.
Good grief. Wow, that guard is not awake today. Much like I wasn't 2 hours ago. I cannot see what that is on the ledge. Might be a milk refill?
So, our candidates for Woth and Snowhead Temple now are song item or...
Mirror Shield or Ice Arrows or something on that path.
Yeah, song item or... It's either Mirror Shield or Ice Arrow. Like, it can't be anything else.
Oh, that's Mask of Truth in the Goron shop. Lemons was junk, right? Yeah. Pirate must have been the wind. This isn't even Toon Link.
That was a red rupee.
Okay, well, never mind. And yep, Boo's gonna take the 4 bottles in their inventory and just do eggs. This, honestly, I think this is a pretty good play. Zora Mask is your only other transformation mask you have. It's the only other song you can check right now. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Sonata at this point. Wow, 2 wooden chests in Lens Cave. The cache is nice, though. Other section...
This, like, eggs doesn't have to be Sonata.
It doesn't have to, but I'm leaning towards it.
Oh.
Oop. That looks like another gilded chest guarded by bees. Oh, chat just brought up a great point. We have Zora Mask and New Wave. Ice Arrows could totally be vanilla. Could you imagine?
I'm doubtful.
Alright, what is in this chest? Camaro Mask. Alright. I'm not angry at that. We can check that relatively soon.
Like at this rate, however, since it really is just go Shrine forehead for your progression, just go Unhinted Shrine again, because it happened in literally like on the other qual, the one that we unfortunately didn't get to stream on Wednesday, that happened there.
Really?
Yeah, but actually that one was probably worse, arguably worse, because I think it was Fire Arrows and Final Chest of Shrine, which is toxic. I
Good.
hate it.
Ouch.
Like,
that just sounds like ouch.
basically, Fire Arrows and Shrine is like the worst thing in S3. Like, in or behind Shrine is the worst thing in my perspective.
Alright, other section is Rushing Bank 3 here, and we're gonna see what this is. It is nothing. I am disappointed.
If we want something really spicy, let's just have go on behind GBT. Behind a GBT dip at this point. Let's make it actually interesting and have people dip GBT today.
You say that, if Eggs ends up not being a dungeon song, I think that's actually what's gonna happen.
Well, if we find Ice Arrow, then we know Mirror Shield is required by our hits. So I think we should keep that in mind. And so we're gonna probably find a something like here, I think. Oh, section's gonna miss that other bottle.
Yeah, the bottle section has our gold dust and didn't pick up the chateau or red bottle, I think. Those are the two that they don't have. Because, yeah, I definitely never saw a chateau at any point in their inventory.
Revolver, that would not be the worst thing. Like, that would just be inconvenient. But because it's WAF, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, the nice thing about something annoying being hinted WAF is at the very least it's hinted. Yeah, Shrine having Zora Mask, that's unhinted. Granted, there's not a whole lot left you can do before that at this point, but even still.
Yeah, Goron's definitely Zora locked at this point, from what we can tell.
Yeah, because North was a dud, and which is quite the shock, I gotta say.
Yeah, just unfortunate for today.
There's still 7 qualifiers left, 2 of which are happening in the next couple of days.
For reference, Boo's almost got eggs done because Boo has 4 bottles. Going to Clock Town first. I think this is probably Biobaba.
Biobaba, Sunken Chest, yeah.
Oh,
Rosa Sisters. Boo, you were literally about to transition into night 1.
I actually am not aware of how much time Boo how much time Boo did have.
It was like 5:55. Oh, Boo.
Okay, yeah, that's
5:55, but inverted.
Oh, inverted? Okay, that's a little close. I'm not sure.
And this was in Pirate's Fortress, so we'll see how this plays out. And yeah, other section's gonna go get Zora Mask and be well annoyed, most likely. And Rosa Sisters gives us the pictograph box.
Oh, you hate to see that. Literally just did Pinnacle Rock.
Yep. Yep. Ooh, and Boo just, Boo's about to get letter to Cafe, too. Oh, no, wait, 40 rupees short, never mind. Oh, and it's only night 1, too. That would have been convenient. But yeah, now we're going to see Sunken Chest. Nice bomb jump. Now we're going to see Sunken Chest and Bio Baba. Although I guess
they
Sunken
did
Chest
peak
was peaked.
Sunken Chest,
Yeah. And which chest had it was the Garo Master chest that had Zora Mask too, so it looks like other sections going to be getting it last based on order. Oh, that's a Keaton Mask.
Let
Hmm.
me just think about that one. Well, I don't think you chucked that right away because of the Mountain Village Booth, but the generally like it could just be potentially be Goron there too.
So Keaton can still be relevant even though one of the Keaton checks is in a foolish location?
If it locks Goron, then yes.
Okay.
Or Lullaby. But well, it would just have to be Goron at this point. Unless if somehow Lullaby was on Egos. Which is impossible. It actually is just straight up not possible that Lullaby is on Egos.
Alright, who's up for Razor Sword Wart?
Take 2 on Razor Sword Ward.
Not sure what the other section's auxiliary armaments are with regards to Deku Nuts and stuff. Plenty of arrows. Not a whole lot of bombs.
Is not great. But 5 hearts.
Yeah, 5 hearts. I don't think still has any spare fairies.
Rip. Okay, that I'm pretty sure.
Storms on eggs. Oh,
If
wonderful.
So again, if for reference for everybody, if we find ISO anywhere, then it's Mirror Shield Waff, and I think it probably is Mirror Shield Waff and Soa Temple at this point. It seems very likely.
Oh, this seed just keeps on giving.
Which means it would have to be Vanilla Elegy, meaning Stone Tower Temple's dead. Yeah, Boo, you already picked that up.
I think Boom might have goldfish memoried a little bit and meant to go for this chest instead, but defaulted to that one. Okay, I guess that chest is useless, and now Boo's gonna check hall. Stage lights, sound, Evan, peek Lulu's room. Yeah, you can clear the place out.
Yeah, we definitely need Goron. Pretty sure everyone's gonna get baited by eggs unless if they're just like, I'm not gonna do this song check that I literally just got access to.
Well, the other section's about to get Zora Mask, but does only have 2 bottles. That might be a bit of an edge away from eggs, but I doubt it. Alright, money on stage lights. Money in Lulu's room.
I think diving GBT might be necessary now.
I mean, we can literally full clear the whole place, except the boss.
I guess you should probably, like, if you want to play safe for the qual, do Kate first, just in case ice arrows are there.
Ice arrows on beavers, let's go!
Which would mean that...
Oh, there's our first bean of the day.
So...
I think that's exactly what Boo is doing. I think we're going to see Great Bay Temple at the 130 mark with no full clearable dungeons currently available.
That's a cape play. Upper cape play.
Okay, that's fair. There are still a few freestanding checks out here.
Yeah, so again, for everybody, please keep in mind the fact that Woodfall Temple is foolish except for the song. Which means that we need access to it, and it can be our first completable dungeon. Which at this point, I think it's our first logical, but it's potentially at this rate. Here's a big chest.
Bottle 5.
Okay, let's just have bottles galore.
Bottle 6 on beavers, let's go. I think Boo's trying to see if the chest on the other side is gilded or not.
Right, we are... I guess section is going for this right away.
Circus leaders. Thanks, game.
I wasn't expecting that to... Like... not really expecting much from that.
Red Rupee on the like. Boo is not checking beavers.
I don't blame anybody for skipping beavers in this situation.
And they're going back north.
Are we going north for?
Supplies, question mark? No? Other section just found the Chateau bottle as well. Pretty sure they'd like one more before doing eggs, but they might not get that luxury. Unless they rush Cape first.
Actually, Boo hasn't done north yet. Boo hasn't done north yet.
Boo is about to get baited.
So, rip the time game for skipping north. I thought it was honestly committing to skipping north, but I think it's understandable now not to just go back up here.
This seat is weird. Granted, I love it, but even still. Well, guess we're getting infinite magic for this cycle for the other section. Good thing, too, it's only day 1. Plenty of time to use it. Alright, Boo's getting Giant Wallet. Oh, jeez, the Ocean Spider House chest. We totally forgot that one, too. Which do you do first in this scenario, though? I feel like GBT...
Not Ocean Spider House chest, because that
so.
can't lock ice arrows at all. Otherwise,
Right,
we'd have... Otherwise, we'd have... I'd have some words to say, but, I think you do GBT, and if it's not GBT, it'd just be sad, because this scene is just on in some crap overworld check, and you don't want... And you just hate to see it.
And then you insert that Obi-Wan Kenobi visible confusion meme. We've cleared all of our hints. All the always hints are dead. The sometimes hints are junk. They do have our 6th bottle, but that's irrelevant at this point. And we've got all of our Watts and Foolishes, so all of our hints are cleared out. There is no new intelligence left to acquire here. There is also Doggy Racetrack.
We do have dog race. Like, we just have, like, apart from GBT, we have bad checks.
It's only 90 minutes in, too, and we only have bad checks. Bad checks and a non-full clearable temple.
Mm-hmm. You also got gossips. If you want to do, if you like, if we really want the seed to be bad, it's gone on gossips today.
Unhinted gossips, no less. No, Seedbot, stop, please.
Like if it's gossips, then yeah, this seed's just bad. Like Zora and Shrine with only New Wave available for going on gossip would be terrible. Like like you can't even mince words. That's literally just like garbage progression.
Yeah.
I'd say that's worse than beavers or seahorses at this point.
Alright, Boo just got letter to cafe, and it's not too late. So Boo can actually make that work. Boy, what kind of chateau has Seedbot been drinking for this season? Like, every qualifier has told its own story and been nothing short of spectacular.
Oh,
Yes, no, maybe?
are we?
I think so.
Okay. Well, it's either GBT or it's terrible. That's literally what it... I can't believe I'm saying it's either GBT or it's terrible right now.
Either way, chat wins.
Well, I guess, like, the only, like, not terrible is Tingle Photo, but... gosh.
You're not thinking about Tingle Photo at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and blame Trez.
Oh, yeah, Swamp Foolish, yeah. I forgot. So, yeah, it's not the Tingle Photo.
Nope, not immediate gold chest, unfortunately. We can't even really call any runner ahead at this point until we figure out where our progression is. Because Boo's is basically wrapping up all the checks that the other section's already done, so Boo's not too far behind from either doing eggs or Great Bay Temple. Skull Kid is ahead, clearly.
We have 5 checks remaining in here.
Yeah, Great Bay Temple's not a overly dense dungeon, but it has a few checks, especially near the big key chest.
I'm not sure. I don't even know if you're gonna find ice arrows this cycle because Sonata could be on Keg, like on Romani's game, and Lullaby could be on the blue warp, blocking your ice arrow in this situation. So I don't know if it's worth setting that up, unless if you reset prematurely.
Nice collision there. Majora's Mask is a finely coded game. To be fair, it did work out for other section. Unfortunately, not in the sense that it gave us progression.
One thing you can do for that one is you can shoot that biobottle from afar.
Boo is setting up an owl save. I think it's just double checking which one's the right
Small
file.
chest. Swamp Deed.
Yeah, not useless.
Alright.
Oh, other section's doing this. Okay. Ooh, too low. Well, and Boo's going in.
Inspection is not doing GBT wart. Okay, that's a gamble and a half when this is clearly a bottleneck situation. I
Yeah.
don't agree with your bottleneck.
Maybe getting... Nope, not getting supplies. Yep, just bolting out of the temple. Gambling on that swamp title deed.
Unless if did we see whether or not Goron was on the ledge?
If it was Goron, then yikes, but...
Well, he's going for it.
I mean, I saw something, but I didn't think it was Goron Mask.
Straight for it.
Maybe it was. Either that or the other section just doesn't want to do another ward fight. Given the shrine play, I'm not sure which is the case here. I mean, I could ID the purple rupee in Curiosity Shop, but I couldn't see Goron Mask on the ledge. Yeesh, if that is the case.
I wasn't paying attention for it. Like, if this was Goron on the ledge, I understand the bail, but if it's not Goron on the ledge, then I don't know why you would bail.
Oh, that might have been Goron Mask. I saw it for a split second.
Yeah, like, don't even complete it, because this very good chance that it's not Lullaby there. Okay, yeah, this has gotta be Goron, that's why Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, so it's not too bad.
Not the... Yeah. Still, this is going to be a forced double. This might be a forced double dip of Great Bay Temple.
Oh, it probably is.
Which is not great. But hey, we can finally get another song. And Keg Trial is garbage.
So, if we find Elegy, this is go, I think, for section. If we find Elegy. Because it's either Elegy or healing on the Mirror Shield check. Like on Egos. But if we find healing, we're not go. That's Lullaby.
Vanilla Lullaby.
Okay.
Okay, now you just full clear Snowhead Temple.
So Sonata is on is on Romani's game, I think. It has to be. That means that I think this is go. I think this is go, and Ice Arrows are in Snowhead Temple.
Yeah, looking like it. Either way, other section pretty happy about that.
I guess you can go back and do GBT now. So this will be.
Ooh, compliments to Boo for getting the boss key skip though.
So, thankfully, like unless if I'm trying to think. Like, the song isn't foolish, so I'm surprised you're checking this stuff. Maybe he isn't aware. Okay.
So,
Like, unless if healing is like straight required, then
if healing is on Blue Warp,
it's required.
I'm gonna laugh if Mirror Shield is on Pamela.
Like, if healing's on Blue Orb, I think it's literally required. There's like, Sonata has to be on Romani's game right now. There's no other option.
Looks like it. And Boo's also turn around. This is, folks, we got a race going on here.
I mean, if Mirror is in there and it satisfies the Wath, then wait,
We're on an ice arrow hunt.
Then it would mean that healing is on the Blue Warp, and that means that healing is required.
Oh no.
What happened to section?
Did other section just overwrite the wrong owl save?
No, okay, probably clicked the wrong file.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's the...
Okay. We're good, we're good. Oh, please don't scare me like that, section.
I think Boo's probably gonna have a little bit more knowledge about this, because Boo's already done eggs.
Right, yeah, this is... Oh, you know what it is?
Oh, this is save scumming for Romani's game.
Right, just in case this is, this isn't healing. Or to check Ranch first.
Wait. Yeah, Look, just for anybody who's interested about this, we've got two options. Either it's Mirror, Wath, and Snowhead, or which would mean that healing's on the Blue Warp, guaranteed, required for ice arrows, but or it's just Elegy and ice arrows are in Snowhead Temple. Because of this foolish accept song logic.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
So,
I guess
if people are aware of this logic, they know they don't have to check anything outside of Snowhead. You have the lens. The lens was early.
has Boo connected the same dots here?
Song of timing.
They might just be thinking, all right, let's get the Ranch song out of the way. They're probably actually thinking along your wavelength here, thinking that this basically has to be Sonata. And they're probably just going to clear temples one by one.
Yeah, letter at cafe is definitely not something you need to do right here. I think Boo's probably aware of the song layout situation. Oh yeah, Boo did scum letter cafe, right?
Why did Romani have healing?
That is very... So that means
That's a huge
Egos
question mark.
That means Mirror Shield's required, and Elegy is on the blue warp, and that means Stone Tower Temple is dead. So we do need Mirror Shield.
Okay. Oh, Mirror Shield could totally be on Pamela, right?
Yeah.
Come on, Seed, make it happen, please. We're overdue.
Mirror just can't be in Stone Tower Temple. So, yeah, Boss Blue Warp is Elegy. Mirror Shield can't be behind Elegy.
Red potion refill, thanks game.
So take your pick, everybody. Which one's in here? Mirror Shield or Ice Arrow?
I think it's ice. I would like it to be ice.
I really do think this is Ice Arrow in here. So that actually made it not go mode.
BRB annoying Wolfos. Huh, nice GFS. Where was that when we needed it an hour ago?
And this is not really that big of a casino, if I'd have to say, if anything. Considering, like, you have to consider the fact that Sonata has to be available for your first temple pool. So that means that Mirror Shield can't be on a post-dungeon check either. Well, we've got fun. Our first
Oh, yes we
fun
do.
item.
Other section, thankfully, is already inverted by... Oh, no, other section's not inverted.
So it can't be... Neither of them can be in Spring either, at this point. So Spring is dead. Don't even do Spring checks. Because Woodfall Temple can be your first clearable dungeon. And there's... I guess the case is for Section is because he hasn't done eggs and just found healing. He's not aware of the situation.
Well, here's another gilded chest.
But
Sword upgrade. 2 swords and Snowhead.
I guess neither of our runners are going to be aware of this for a little bit. But we do need to bring awareness to this fact.
Well, there's a milk refill, which is nice, but it's not what we're looking for. This is also not co-op setting, so Curiosity Shop is not randomized.
Yep, Butler and Boat Archery dead 3 times over. Why not check Twin Island Springtime? Because Woodfall Temple is foolish except for the song, and Sonata is on Egos. From what we can tell.
Yeah, Sonata has to be on Egos.
And we have a Wathan Snowhead Temple, and it has to be either Ice Arrow or Mirror Shield. And it's Mirror Shield. There we go. There's our Wathan.
Yeah. Oh. That kills Pamela.
Sure does.
What if they're just both in here?
They totally could be.
I mean, I know I sound like a broken record saying this, but that's nowhere near as funny.
I mean, if they're both in here, then it's just go for both our runners. But neither of these items can be behind the dungeons. Like, behind any of the dungeons.
We do know also, we do have that All Knight's mask, too. That could totally just lead to ice arrows on Grandma.
Absolutely.
And there's Postman. Okay, fetch quest items are piling up. But seriously, Ice Arrow Casino, as you said, it's not the worst out there because Ice Arrows literally lock out an entire region.
Got a dead Mask of Sense.
Mm-hmm. Actually, on that note, we could open up a bet for ice arrows.
Yeah, just don't bet Upper Icona,
Yeah.
and don't bet behind Captain's Hat. So basically, don't bet Ocean Spider House chest because it can't be there. So someone's saying they can't follow along. I'll recap what's going on here. So our hints, we have a Woodfall Temple foolish except for the song. So that means that Woodfall Temple can be the first dungeon that you can complete. So, by what we've seen with the songs, and we know where every song is except Elegy and Sonata, Sonata has to be on Ego's Do Icona. So the fight in the Icona Castle has to lead to Sonata of Awakening for Woodfall Temple access.
We got Oops All Deeds, by the way. We found Ocean Title Deed in the upper central room in Snowhead Temple.
And so that means both, like, our Mirror Shield is our way of the hero out of here for getting to Sonata, and our Ice Arrows, which we're going to be looking for a little bit, cannot be behind this dungeon. So all of the spring checks are dead. Wait, they just straight up can't be. Otherwise, it would just be Woodfall Foolish. Then it would, like, the logic would not give a Foolish Accept song.
Yeah, the likelihood that either Grandma Stories or Postman's or Postbox is our Ice Arrows is pretty high at this point.
Yeah, it's fairly likely. Like, there's not too many locations for Ice Arrows to be. We've seen most of the seed. That
being said, they could still totally be vanilla.
Yeah, if they are, then everybody just got trolled for bailing.
Exactly. If that happened, lol. Although I'm sure if you're the audience at home, you want soundcheck to pop up. In which case, we do need a Romani mask.
Yes, we do need to find that.
Having said that, I will laugh if that ends up being the case again. I think, though, we're just about wrapping up here in Snowhead Temple. Ooh, other section almost took a fall there.
Oh, I never gave judgment on whether I think it's the correct play. I said I understand. I understand why you bail, why people would bail, but whether or not it's the correct play is whether or not we see Ice Arrows there. And if it's there, we're probably going to see some people last location it. And be in for a bad time.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is go into Great Bay Temple again, not find Ice Arrows, and then come back a third time. The other section's got a lot. Oh, other section's pulling out the Great Fairy Sword for this.
Doing the bomb strat, getting it to work.
Very nice.
The bomb strat's gotten more popular with a lot of people. In particular, think it's decent when you don't need to worry about the RNG stalagmites. If you don't want to worry about it, like if you have bombs, just do the bomb strat. And there we go. There's elegy.
Elegy on
So-
Blue Orb. So yeah, Sonata has to be on Well, yeah, Sonata's on Egos. We knew that
So
already.
section has to be aware of it, and here's the reminder hint. Don't check spring because it's not going to be here. It's not going to be in spring. However,
Maybe
healing is a good candidate, and the healing checks are in play.
And yep, other sections busting right out of here.
That is what I like to see. Spring is dead. You do not need to do spring checks.
All right, well, I guess we're going for deed percent at the moment. No sense in not checking these, honestly.
I guess like the only thing that could be problematic is if it's behind healing for section right now.
Yeah, that could be a big question mark right now.
Because all the healing checks are in play.
Go, stalagmite, stalactite, doohickey, really? Somehow didn't get shocked.
And he might verify whether or not Sonata is on Egos, and yes, it is.
In
He's
which
going
case,
to verify, yeah.
it's actually going to be a big break for, well, depending on if ice arrows are behind healing or not, obviously, but it might end up being a big break for the other section. It might end up giving them this race.
Yeah, if ice arrows are behind healing, he's not going to be in the best situation, though.
The other section's got a lot of Twilight Princess music in their playlist, which reminds me, shoutouts to the Twilight Princess Randomizer, which I believe is now in 1.0 beta.
Oh yeah, I've definitely watched that already. I'm not sure if Boo's aware of this.
Nice, Don Garo.
Gangaro right next to the frogs.
How convenient. If that check was enabled.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mirror Shield doesn't exactly work when you have Great Fairy pulled out. Nice FD.
Well,
FD in
that-
springtime, ew. I mean, again, it's nice, but it's not what we're looking for. Why are there all these gilded chests in springtime? You're not helping. Yeah. Well, at least it's FD before 3 remains. I don't think Boo's going to be too annoyed at that. But yeah, they are going to do Romani and realize that,
It's not there.
yeah.
And the Mirror Shield is your Wath out of Snowhead Temple, so Ice Arrows could be just about anywhere else. But it can't... Well...
It ain't behind Mountain Deed. Time to cycle
Section
reset,
is-
check Grandma.
Alright. I
You know-
think you go sewers, but like you can't put that off as you. At this point, it's the densest region.
It's either sewers or grandma stories or postman hat. Or dog race.
Like I would not be surprised for Snow Temple being loaded.
Alright, it's not postman hat.
But it's not guaranteed, since we've found something that satisfies the law.
Yeah, so Mirror Shield just turns the ice arrows into basically a wild card again. Alright, Grandma Short Story. Heart Piece. Long Story.
And it totally could just be vanilla GBT. If
Not
it's
Grandma.
vanilla, it's like if it's vanilla with the freaking Swamp Deed locking your Goron, that's like really like
That's
our runners
trash.
will not be happy.
That is
sure.
that is complete trash. And you know what the even funnier thing about is if ice arrows are vanilla, GBT wasn't even a forced double dip.
Yep.
I mean, it's a wild card, folks. So it could be anywhere that's, like you said, Fox, not behind a dungeon or in Upper Icona. So it could be beavers, it could be sewers. As unlikely as this is, I would laugh if we find a Moon's Tier and that leads to ice arrows.
No, I can't. It just flat out can't.
Oh, right, because of the whole Captain's Hat logic kerfuffle. Yeah, never mind. But looks like other section is going for sewers. Or at least heading in the direction of PF. And Boo's gonna check Dog Race. Yeah, this Mask of Truth has been kind of staring us in the face for a little while. We've had access to this for a very long time, actually. Ever since Fire Arrows.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
The
so
problem with doing Picto for seahorses is Picto's behind the hookshot chest. So,
Yeah, Picto is in PF Interior.
yeah, I can totally see if it being vanilla and everybody just bailing. I can see that being a possibility, but it's not.
Nice bombs.
Alright, so here's sewers.
All right, well, Boo's unfortunately going to get baited by Grandma. Well, so yeah, none of the other items in Snowhead Temple led to ice arrows, which, again, we had the potential to see this coming, and doesn't look like that was ice arrows in the cage. Oh, here's a
Just here?
large... Yeah?
Oh,
Useless
sure,
Hugo
it's
mask.
not that.
Yeah,
It's-
nope.
Are we down to bad checks?
We are down to bad checks.
Oh gosh,
Oh, wait
There's-
a minute. Have we ever seen Punch Rock Grotto?
I think Section just checked it. I'm pretty sure Section just checked it.
Oh, Boo's setting up gossips. Aw, yeah. Okay, other section checked it. Okay. We're good. We're good. Alright,
Oh,
so Boo
in the
has...
race, go ahead.
So Boo has inverted and then double timed and then inverted. I wonder if this is just assuming that they'll be able to finish up on this cycle and just preparing accordingly.
I think for reference, we haven't seen healing checks yet. There's
Yes.
Hugo, Mikau, Darmani, Camaro.
I feel like at this point Hugo is the least painful check.
Oh, Hugo's really bad now because of the. Unless
wait.
if you like do Hugo outright, it's kind of bad.
Well, actually, you can't even do Hugo now because
Oh yeah, Mount Village Full.
right.
So never
right,
mind.
right, right.
Darmani and Hugo are dead. So it's Mikau and Camaro are things.
It can't even be. You couldn't even do Hugo this cycle anyway, even though it's foolish because of it's already springtime. All right, now where's Boo going to turn in the deeds?
So to answer like people's concerns in a race situation, if you get something like Swamp Deed and like something that locks a Goron mask that you clearly can tell, in a dungeon like this, everybody like 95% of people would bail in that situation. Because if it is like, because if it's just not like, if Ice Arrow's just behind Goron, you're literally just wasting time.
Well, we're gonna see if Mikau is our answer here.
I mean, the thing about this is there are several bad locations and not just vanilla. Like, you got beavers. Nobody does beavers, like, ever in the meta. Seahorses is a terrible spot because of the fact that you had to dip Pirate's Fortress for your Picto Box. And then you have vanilla, and then you've got gossips. All those are bad locations.
I think Vanilla is worse because of the GBT double dip. And again, going back to what I was saying earlier, you don't want to go in there again, have it not be ice arrows, and then have to re-enter that dungeon a third time
Yep.
when you do find them. So I think, honestly, vanilla is the absolute worst.
Yeah, I was totally thinking we were going to be done at this point, but no.
That seems to be the running theme of Season 3 qualifiers. You think you're done? Nope! We still need you to go find this one thing that is suddenly anywhere. Or at least nowhere good.
If you route this, you literally get all 4 bottles really quick. And because, like, unless if you don't get all 4 bottles, that were really early, like, or you decide not to commit to eggs, it really doesn't end up mattering.
I think other section might have forgotten that swamp was foolish. And just remembered.
Yep. Generally, not really. People don't play that safe.
Alright, other section's doing the cave checks now. Is gonna get that 4th bottle. Little too late on. Well, again, we know we don't need to do eggs, but
Yeah, he definitely knows he doesn't need to finish eggs in this seed. He's at this point, I think he is gambling. It's not healing.
that's right. The other section save scummed healing after checking it, so
This is Beavers from him.
looks like it. Alright, Boo's continuing to work on gossips. We can classify this seed as trash either way at this point, right? I would.
If it's cafe mask on ice arrows for your on the ice arrow chest for midnight meeting ice arrow, then yes. Because I would not be surprised.
I mean, if I may be honest, I think Zormask in Shrine was already enough to consider Light Arrow, and locking Goron Mask behind it in GBT was already enough to make this seed trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unfortunately with Beavers, we can't preview the item like we can Keg Trial. Whoopsie.
Yeah, where you have bad location ice arrows. I think that's all we really have to say about this.
Yeah, bad location ice arrows, pretty Pretty wonky chain for Goron Mask. Alright, Gossip Stones. Heart Piece. Vanilla. Boo. Not you, the runner, Boo. Boo, the seed. Sorry. And Beavers. Money. This is a mess, big brother. Never get tired of that line.
Well, Camaro, Seahorses, Ice Arrow Chest? I think Alkaline's actually got good reason to think it is the Ice Arrow Chest here. Did we see bombers?
Yes, we did. We did. We did. It's okay. We saw them this time. Because I know Boo got a code at one point.
Someone continued and at this point we'd probably be done by now. But because it led to Goron, everybody's gonna do that before going into GBT. And
Yeah.
you can see Goron.
Yay!
Alright.
Yeah, other section's gonna get healing. Well, to be fair, we're about to see if this ends up being required. This is the last healing check on the field.
And I thought season 2 was really the bad Ice Arrow Hunt season. I guess we've got one here. Is GBT foolish? No, there was a swamp title deed locking your Goron mask there. So you had to go into Great Bay Temple to get your Goron mask. Yeah, and healing is dead.
So right now, the worst case scenario if you're the runners is that Ice Arrows was vanilla, which means GBT could have been cleared in one dip. But because Goron Mask was visible early in Goron Village on the ledge, as soon as runners found Swamp Title Deed, they immediately busted out to go get it.
Oh no, Boo's going for the wrong thing. This
Oh
is
no.
not gonna... It's seahorses or vanilla. It can't be here.
You know this is gonna be a significant item though, right? Like, you know this is gonna be Cafe Mask. It always happens is that if you misread the logic, you always get sent down a bait train in season 3. Like, I've noticed that an alarming trend in that lately.
Yeah, because Goron was visible, I think. Yeah, it is either seahorses or vanilla. It can't be on Goron race, otherwise the logic is screwed up.
Yeah.
And we'd have to report this seed.
Yeah, and the main reason with the logic being screwy would be because we found a South Clocktown Way of the Hero hint in Iconic Canyon, and the South Clocktown Way of the Hero is Captain's Hat.
And more importantly, the Woodfall Temple Foolish Accept Song. So you can beat the Woodfall Temple first.
You know what else was probably keeping runners off of Ward is that they already did Shrine, and in both these runners' cases, they did the normal order, so they did Ward before Garo Master, which was the boss that had Boo's gonna be cutting this one a little close here. Nice.
On race, it's always close.
But they've already fought Wart once, and they'd rather not do it again. Okay, good, it was Choose this time. I was literally about to say, what did I just tell you, Seed? And I think other sections just gonna think this through and clear Woodfall Temple a bit.
Well, we'll ask what they were thinking about this. Because I think that going to go on race is a misplay and not reading the logic here. Because Spring cannot lock ice arrows at all.
So yeah, at this point, Boo's just wrapping up all the remaining fetch quests that were picked up in Snowhead, wrapped up rather, all the remaining fetch quests that were in Snowhead Temple. Looks to be getting a magic refill, yeah. Oh, Boo's grinding cash for Bank 3. We unfortunately know that this is junk. And out of magic before the third light arrow. Ooh, good recovery on that bomb. First one kind of went off a little early.
I guess the unfortunate thing is, like, if it is just vanilla, that almost is as bad as a weekly that occurred last year that I was on commentary for, where there was an item when there were 2 items in there, and then there was a required item in Shrine, and then ice arrows were on the final chest. Because that seems well reminiscent of this seed, if that is the case. And even worse in that regard. Like, even worse in that regard.
Whoops, bonk.
Is collecting stray fairies ever in logic? Stray fairies are... With the way we have the seeds set up, with our setting, stray fairies cannot be... cannot ever show up. There's a setting where we just have the chest only on, and that means that all the stray fairies, except for the Clot Town stray fairy, just disappear outright.
And by extension, the rewards are never even available to you, so...
Yes.
Yeah, Gilded Sword Oldawa is thankfully super easy.
And for anybody who's still wondering, this is just bad location ice arrow, and ice arrows are either vanilla or on seahorses, and both of those are nasty.
It looks like Boo's going to connect the dots first here on this one.
Oh no, this is
Oh, excuse me.
another misplay. This is not it.
Yeah, Ocean Spider House ain't the key. It's not behind Captain's hat.
Oh, Section's doing the meme thing from Pixel. Just
Begging
grabbing the princess. This is just a meme.
Oh, is this because of the race, the co-op race where they couldn't retrieve Deku Princess on the first pass because no sword?
No, it's not even just that. It's literally just it's literally just a meme from a specific community around here. That's it.
Okay.
Like it's just a joke that they keep doing.
Because yeah, that was a thing that happened in the co-op tournament. Pixel Shake in the other section, I think, had an incident where they couldn't retrieve the Deku Princess because for some reason the game couldn't be bothered to give them a sword, and at the time, this was thankfully fixed, I think. The logic wasn't accounting for that, and we almost had an uncompletable seed.
Right, yeah, that's probably fixed at this point.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely fixed.
I forgot about that! I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, we were lucky, and thankfully there were two swords in Snowhead Temple that sorted that right out, but yeah, I remember Zoe saying that she would immediately sort that right out after the race.
Why there's very long beta tests and a lot of other stuff going on with this randomizer. Like this past beta was such a long time.
Chat, kidnapping a princess and going to the moon. Where have we seen this before?
Right. Back into GBT we go. Alright folks, if we really do see a cafe mask, I'm gonna be sad. And the other problem is for me, I don't have that much time that I can really stay beyond the 3.5 hour mark right here. I do have to get going about an hour and 15 minutes. So I might need to see if there's anybody able to fill in after that point. If we just have such an awful ice air location.
I mean, the good news is there's only one or two things it could be. Now, granted, that's assuming Boo catches on to the logic and realizes that it can only be these last two checks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, having said that, these two really are the only things left. It can't go much longer than this, in theory.
Right.
Watch me eat my words shortly, granted, but even still.
Like I said, if this is Cafe Mask, I think this scene is just downright awful. But if this check specifically is Cafe Mask.
Absolutely perfect bomb jump there. Not quite the second one. And yeah, the other section's still trying to figure this out, but it is just zipping through Stone Tower Temple in the meantime. Hello, Wart, my old friend. I've come to slaughter you again. Don't make that a song, chat. I've already got Hark the Hylian Fairy sing for A Link to the Past festive.
That was a really good fight with
Yes, it
Gilded.
was.
That is. So not only. All right. What do we have?
Vanilla Ice Arrows!
All right. All right. So not the worst, but still bad. Like if it was literally Cafe Mass for Ice Arrow, that would be just straight up garbage. So from what I can tell, everybody bailed and
Must
got
have,
trolled.
yeah.
Everybody bailed and has gotten trolled by the Vanilla Ice Arrows today.
Now
Otherwise, if anybody didn't bail, they would be done by now.
yeah.
Everybody bailed. Everybody. I can tell that everybody's bailed.
Yeah, like, again, every seed gives a piece of advice, you know? Qualifier 4, full clear your foolishes. Qualifier 1, don't forget bombers. Qualifier 9, check everything in a temple. Even vanilla arrow upgrades. To clarify with chat, we have 14 people in the race time room today?
Yes, and guaranteed at this point, if anybody didn't bail out after getting that swamp deed, they would have won. They would have been done at this point. That would have been go mode. Just so people are aware.
But yeah, at this point, Boo is pretty much in a position to finish up here. Now granted, other section is going to be up 2 dungeons, but still has to go find those ice arrows.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because it was gone, there's no way you would try to bail, but this scene says otherwise.
Oh, that's right, only small keys come back with you when you time warp, not big keys.
And in addition, small keys are kind of nothing.
Yeah, they kind of don't exist as well in these settings.
Yeah, we don't have small keys on either. Like we made those disappear with the way the randomizer works. We can make things disappear if we want. Like you can make it so that you don't need boss keys, you don't need small keys.
What was that collision? Boo
I'm
literally
not
just
sure
reached up through the... Somebody clip that, please.
But yeah. But yeah, it's very obvious. Like, I don't think you should feel bad, because Boo should know that everybody else bailed, otherwise someone would finish at this point.
True. That being said, given that runners are probably piecing this together at this point, I would wager we're gonna see a finish or two in the next 10 minutes.
Yes.
Because this is literally, this is almost completely a last location for just about everybody.
Absolutely. Like absolutely, if you do, like, bailing means your last location in that check.
I gotta laugh for a second because the other section's item pickup music is the Twilight Princess boss defeated tune, and literally as that tune was wrapping up, Boo found ice arrows, so it was literally timed perfectly. Sorry, I'm a sucker for musical timing. Other section did also have a mildly argumentative twin mold there, but it's not an issue anymore now.
Related I'm not sure if you're talking about for this randomizer in particular, for Majora's Mask randomizer. All seeds are all basically, to put it this way, for Majora's Mask Randomizer, as long as you turn off the check on the moon and turn off the like 2 items that are unreachable in casual logic, which is their glitchless style logic that most people play with, it's effectively in all locations reachable in that scenario. The moon items, like the checks on the moon, if there's something there, anything behind it is dead by default. But that's just how this randomizer works. And I think that's the better way of explaining how like items are shuffled. Like I don't think there's like as much of a beatable style thing, unless if you shuffle it such that there can be items on the moon specifically.
Alright, so the other section is doing gossip, so is unfortunately going to be still led astray from these ice arrows for a few minutes. While Boo, with FD in tow, is just going to go ahead and chop Goat to pieces. Not Goat. They already did that. Is going to chop Gyork to pieces, and we're going to have fish sticks for dinner. Which is funny because Boo got that FD from a dead springtime.
The other thing is that even if you do have even without the fact that the other items were just around and everything, Wart's kind of tough. It with fewer items in general, but like if you're well practiced with just bombs, Ward's fine. Like you can do Ward extremely fast. It's just hard. However, one thing I'm not happy to see is not doing Stone Tower Temple first right here. You really should do Stone Tower Temple first in Boo's situation.
Is it just more convenient?
Saves a sword. Like
yeah.
it literally saves playing a Song of Thorn 1. Like I really will criticize anybody for not doing that.
I get you. I understand where you're coming from, because yeah, it just dumps you out at Icona Canyon.
Yeah,
anyway
it's literally just
Blue
faster. You just like when you're in Go, like this is literally Go for Boo. There's no reason to just not do it.
Oh, Mirror Shield, come on. Work with us here. Other sections going back into Observatory?
No, nobody won the bet because nobody bet vanilla.
Yeah, we had some good bets like seahorses, but we had one seahorse bet, but no bets for vanilla ice arrows.
Why not use Great Fairy Sword? Great Fairy Sword for those fights, it saves one hit on Egos and that's it. So if you're doing an extra equip for that, it's not worth it. Just so people understand that. There's definitely, like, it's not huge for a Great Fairy Sword. Like, compared to Gilded, it's really saves small amounts of time around some fights, and that's it. And in some instances, doesn't even save time. Like on Iron Knuckles, it doesn't actually save time to use Great Fairy Sword. On the Poe Sisters and the Poe Hut, compared to Gildan, it also does not save time. Just so people are aware.
Unfortunately, I think the other section's gonna get baited here and go for seahorses. If this is Cafe Mask, like if there's another fetch quest behind this. What's the Twitch equivalent of diving into the crowd? Dumping channel points into the chat? I don't know.
I don't know either. One section does get around to doing Great Bay Temple with just going back in. He's gonna... He should know. He should know at this point. Be like, hey, I think everybody else did the same thing. Because everybody bailed. And I do mean everybody. Otherwise, someone would be done. Like, if you do Wart after getting that Swamp Deed, you win in this seed.
Pretty much.
But everybody like made the gamble. It's a very good gamble not to do it. Because yeah, it's unfortunate that Goron Mask was visible. If it wasn't visible, this would be a different story. Like, if it was on the trade, this would be a completely different story.
Yeah, this is one of those things that only happened because the seed was planted in exactly this fashion. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is like one for the record books per se, but this was still pretty ugly. From a, knowledge perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you knew about the Goron Mask, you didn't know about the ice arrows. And it doesn't help that by the time we were in that hunt, the only 3 missing items were Goron Mask, Ice Arrows, and Mirror Shield.
Yep. And I thought we weren't going to need Mirror Shield either.
I was still hoping in the back of my mind for Mirror Shield on Pamela, but nope, Snowhead Temple decided, nah. You get nothing. Good day, sir. Chat brings up a great point, actually, is that also the Snowhead Temple Wath, which would be put into play as soon as you get Goron Mask. So, again, just sort of the way everything lined itself up. I wouldn't say it was, like, almost unavoidable, but, like, as you and Chad have been pointing out, Fox, there's, like, a 0.01% chance that you still go through and fight Wart in this scenario.
Yes, it was the correct play to leave, and the seed just said, nah, you shouldn't leave.
Having said that, I am always curious as to what is on the garbage check, so we are going to find out what seahorses have anyway.
At this point, Section probably could just make it Night 3 because
Chateau refill.
Or just,
okay.
hope it. Oh, it's just fantastic.
That's a terrible place for that, though.
I think. Is Section down to the last location?
I don't think Section I think has finished Gossip, so...
Oh, hasn't done Camaro yet. Actually, wait, probably did already. What's your plan here?
I know this isn't Bank 3, because they've checked that.
Oh no!
Has Other Section not done... Other Section hasn't done bombers, ever.
Section, nobody's finished yet! It's... Why would everybody skip bombers?
That's literally been the story of this qualifier. Don't skip bombers.
He hasn't done bombers.
Someone would have mentioned that someone would have finished by now if that was the case.
Absolutely. Maybe not. I'll probably see. I'm not sure if he looks at the thing, but like that. Like it depends on if you look at the race time chat at all.
Alright, so Boo has just picked up Twin Molds Remain, so that's number 4, and yeah, Boo is absolutely in position to just take this race. At least here on Restream.
And Woodfall Temple's gonna be very quick.
Woodfall Temple's going to be fast. It's about as much time as it would take the other section to get ice and then go to Gaiorg.
Hi Voodoo, Ice Arrows were vanilla today.
Yeah, turns out you could have done GBT in one pass.
It does sound good today. I should get ice cream later.
You get in this weather? I don't blame ya. I fully support ice cream on a hot summer day like this.
Everybody's... So, I've been... So this is like a little bit bothering me, but people in chat are abbreviating the other section as TOS. I'm just like, I was like, wait, why are people saying TOS? Did we break the rules?
No, not that TOS. And not Star Trek the original series either. That's the only other TOS that would immediately come to my mind. But yeah, actually, it's unfortunate that the other section's on day 2 right now, because they're going to get the ice arrows and be like, wait, this is the last dungeon. I'm going to be sitting in front of the clock tower for 2 minutes.
So, section has to be aware. What? Be like, hey, wait, I think everybody else bailed out of here too. So I'm probably not in the worst position. If you look at the times, like, you're gonna see that. The fact that nobody's finished yet, we haven't seen ZSR bot say anything. And
Yeah, this is a weird one, that's for sure. That being said, again, I suspect that around the time Boo finishes, that if somebody doesn't finish right in front of them, there's going to be like a slew of finishes within the next few minutes.
Does section shield spam? Because I don't even know if section's shield spam.
Yeah, the other section, while the other section is gonna conveniently route into the other section's 4th remains. Number 1, still got to finish GBT, which needs the hot minute. B has to wait in front of the clock tower for another couple of hot minutes because it is not currently night 3.
All these dragonflies are being rude.
And that's go mode for the other section.
Other section, song of double time immediately, please. Don't wait. Don't mess up your in-game time. You're already in GBT. And you've already beaten the other 2 dungeons.
Yeah, and Boo right now is Boo's in-game time is literally perfect right now.
Yeah, like it was like if somebody didn't skip it, this didn't skip GBT, like the vanilla ISO check in GBT, they'd be done is the thing. So you have to know that nobody skipped out. Also, section's still not playing Song of Double Time when you're in your last dungeon. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, just connected the dots there.
I'm like, I'm a little worried that you're gonna wait 4 extra minutes.
Boo might sub 3 this.
Yeah, Boo's gonna sub 3.
Oh yeah, with FD in tow, yeah, this is a sub 3.
Like this is just a troll, is what it is. This is Seedbot trolling everybody.
Yes. When isn't Seedbot trolling everybody? And again, Collision just climbing through turnkeys. Again, Majora's Mask is a finely coded video game.
And thankfully, there was no cafe match to be had. Otherwise, we'd be probably here another 10 minutes.
Yeah. Like, Midnight Meeting is just up there among the worst time-gated checks in the game. I think the next worst after that is probably Aliens. Because Aliens is late in the night.
Yeah,
And-
Aliens is later.
Later and has a tighter window.
Mm-hmm.
Last Masked Lady's not so bad because it's not like you're likely to miss her first cycle. And it does help that Aliens is hinted in this scenario. It doesn't help that until Gornmass showed up, we had no speed booster items. No bunny hood, Zormask was late to the bandwagon, so no enhanced ledge grabbing, no nothing.
I had to remark about that South Clocktown Wolf that, despite the fact that there was a freaking bow inside the area there, like,
Oh, Wrath, this is not the time to be causing issues.
despite the fact that the bow was there was one bow inside the captain's hat locked area behind the graveyard, it doesn't matter for the head.
Wrath, I swear, if you spoil this... Okay, I think Boo has sub 3'd.
That's great.
That is going to be GG. The official time, 2:59:59.
Nice.
Unfortunately, Boo has declined an interview and will not be joining us.
I think Boo, like last season, Boo declined interviews often.
I see. That being said, that is going to be good for first place overall. So Boo takes the restream and the entire race. Well done.
In the meantime, the other section will be pretty close to finishing now. I think.
Yeah. Another few minutes at best. I mean, no FD, but even still, you're Chateau boosted, you got infinite magic.
We got.
It's fine.
Oh, the audio isn't switched. We might have to ping.
And we just had our second place finish. Less than 2 minutes behind Boo is Eris with a 3:01:56. Like I said, folks, expect a slew of finishes now, because everybody made the exact same play here. I wouldn't. Again. It's really hard in this seed's context. Yeah, the seed skipping Wart was a mistake, but from the perspective of the runners and given what was known, it was unlikely Wart was going to get checked. Like, again.
Yeah,
Less than
this
1%
happening
chance.
is like extremely rare, and it probably won't happen going forward. And everybody would make this mistake everybody would make that play every single time. However, if Goron was on the trade and not visible, this would be 40 minutes shorter for everybody. As long as they are like, I'm not, unless if they absolutely despise Ward, there's no reason just not to continue unless one was just not in the freestyle thing. Yeah, the winner clearly today is Seed Bot for Tornado Day.
All right, and folks, there's going to be a lot more randomizer chaos in the next 36 hours because we have got 3 qualifiers coming up. The next one is going to be you folks in the EU are going to love this. Qualifier 10 is going to be at 3 a.m. Saturday morning Eastern time, so that's 7 a.m. GMT. So make of that what you will.
Unfortunately, we really should try to get some people set up for being able to help out with that, because that's a really awkward time for people living in the US for trying
Indeed.
to do a restream.
Having said that, I normally work morning shifts, so I might actually be around for that one, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. In the meantime, other section has picked up the 4th remain. Well, time stops now, so... But I think the other sections may be only going to be waiting for about 25 seconds or so. Now, luckily, after Qualifier 10, if you want to burn some midnight oil in the US Northeast, Qualifier 11 will be also on July 23rd at 9 p.m. Eastern, which would translate to 1 a.m. on Sunday, GMT. And then the Sunday race, Qualifier 12, will be 9 a.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. GMT.
The section just about ready to finish here. Doing well generally here. Like again, you really shouldn't feel bad because everybody bailed. Like, you have to know this. Like, there's no reason that you shouldn't think this, that everybody bailed out of GPT.
Yeah, case in point, I'm just going to wait for the bot because... Anywho, case in point, Dodo just finished with a 30609.
GG's, Dodo.
Sorry. Apologies, jumped the gun a wee bit there.
As long as this fight goes well, but I think section's gonna be top 5 potentially. Depends on if anybody else finishes within the next few minutes. You got Great Fairy Sword. It's not that much slower than Fierce Beauty, as long as like Rav isn't super trollable. There goes Dad. Okay.
Dad finishing just less than a minute behind Dodo. Told you, other sections just got Twilight Princess loaded up on that playlist. Again, shoutouts to the Twilight Princess randomizer. I know I saw Revenfield testing it recently, too.
Yeah, that...
clarify about Twilight Princess Randomizer. It has been a thing for a while, but it just hasn't 1.0'd yet.
It's in beta.
Gets the stun lock, doesn't get trolled by the remains. That's going to be GG for the other section. And that is going to be a finish with a time of 3:08.25. And that is, in fact, good for 5th place.
They're locked in for top 5, so for this qualifier. So
And finishing less than 10 minutes behind Boo as well. So is still going to get a pretty sizable chunk of points.
Mm-hmm.
We will see if they want to join us for an interview. We'd like to certainly hear somebody's thoughts from the runners on the seed on our restream, because this was glorious. Like, sure, the troll for stuff wasn't troll wasn't an obnoxious chain. It was just a wonky place for ice arrows. But it does look like the other section will be joining us in a moment. So yeah, we have a lot to talk about here today, folks. And on that note, the other section joins us here in the booth. GG's to you.
Cheers. Thank you.
So yeah, we got a lot to talk about today.
Is one of them Deku Palace?
Well, actually, the first thing that was on my mind was vanilla ice arrows. Thanks, game.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
So
I felt I was pretty solid when I found that Swamp Tidal Deed in there, and then I orphaned it like mostly everyone else did.
That literally everybody
literally
else.
Everyone. There's everybody left. Just like you have there's no reason to feel bad because everybody else left too.
Yeah.
So otherwise we would have seen someone finish early if they didn't leave.
The really quick seed could have been.
Yes.
Yeah, because it turns out GBT wasn't a double dip.
Yeah.
But again, the problem with this scenario was you knew about Goron Mask, you knew Snowhead Temple was way of the hero, and you were only looking for ice arrows and possibly Mirror Shield by that point. So
Exactly. Yeah.
So given the knowledge, it's completely understandable that as soon as Swamp Tidal Deed shows up, that's it. Pick up the deed and yeet. But yeah, the seed bot just said, nope, not having that today. It seems that every seed in the qualifier has told a story. Like, qualifier 1, don't forget bombers. Qualifier 4, full clear your foolishes if they're early. And then this one is keep going through your temples if you're still missing stuff.
I had that same problem in one of the quals I did. Every one of the quals, my Woodfall Temple bow chest had the progression. I think it was like qual 3 or 4. The fairy chest in the main atrium in Woodfall Temple had hookshot for walk, and then I just left the bow chest, which had Zora.
Oh my.
Yeah. Recurring theme.
But yeah, I mean, and again, serve as a testament to everybody leaving the light arrows behind. We had 5 finishes within the last 10 minutes, so yeah, everybody had the same problem. What gave Boo a little bit of time is they did not do seahorses. That's actually pretty much the only major difference, is that they didn't do seahorses.
Yep. Quite literally, that's the only thing Boo skipped.
Could have been anyone's race if they just decided to swallow their pride and just go back into GBT.
I think the other thing that kept people out of GBT is you and Boo both did the same order for Shrine, so you already fought Wart once. So I can wager not wanting to fight Wart again with Granted, better equipment by that point because at least we had like Gilded Sword now, but even still.
I think the only way you wouldn't bail out of GBT is if you somehow dip GBT before going north. That's the only way I could think you wouldn't bail.
Which I'm
I can
trying to
see.
think. Where was Fire again? Not. Yeah.
East Quatown Chess.
Okay, yeah, that's right. That was free. And New Wave was on the Monkey, so you could have conceivably done that, but density wouldn't really encourage that, is the only
Yes, it
problem.
would not.
Density and difficulty. But yeah, shoutouts to Plenty of Bottles again. It's been a running theme in the last couple of qualifiers. Were you other section? Did you think the what were you hoping the Wath in Snowhead Temple was going to be? Were you hoping it was ice or were you expecting it to be mirror?
I was hoping it was gonna be ice because I thought I just made a good call going into GBT early, and that was gonna push me forward and go for the win. But then it just became mirrors, and I had so much else left, and I just couldn't like just skip the rest. And so at Temple, I just couldn't do it. And then it just became a goose chase, doing every single check. I did keg twice because I did it once before going in on a save scum, and then I had to do it again to actually pick up healing.
Yeah, one other thing that um, we and Fox gave us a great hand piecing together is the logic concerning the South Clocktown Wath and the Woodfall Temple
I'm
for which
not
it
sure
triggers
if
the
you
song
saw that
kerfuffle.
WAF section. Did you see it?
I saw it way too late. At that point, I was so deep in the seed. I was thinking, oh, it had to be Moonsteer. But then a little bit more thinking, I was thinking, oh, it was Captains. But I
Yep.
never like put two and two together to think deeper of like GBT. I just thought GBT, Swamp Tidal Deed, Goron, and then just like still
Mm-hmm.
did not think about that war chest until I was running out of things to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fair enough. I do have to say I think I do like the fact that you skipped out of ring chess because that shows that you were aware of the fact that ice arrows couldn't be there. Were you aware of that, or did you just? I'm
Which,
not sure
which,
if you went back
which
for
chest?
spring.
Which
The
chest?
springtime
Oh yeah,
chess.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was pretty certain because of the foolish accept song
Yeah.
because Sonata was blocked by ice arrows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was something that Boo had a little bit of trouble with because Boo did things like Ocean Spider House chest, um, springtime, a little bit of springtime. Not much after that though. But then just ended up making the move back to GBT sooner. Although honestly, we were wondering if Cbot was going to make it even worse and put Cafe Mask there. That would have been even worse.
Yeah, it would have been.
That being said, I really don't have anything else to add other than if you folks want to bird some Midnight Oil, feel free to join us for our next qualifier tomorrow, very late tonight. But again, GG's to you, the other section. GG's to Boo, and that's all my pieces. Fox, anything you want to say?
Uh, no, not really. I don't think I don't think I have else to say just because this is like Like, what can you do in this situation? It's like the seed just trolling is all hell. That's all.
Okay, so yeah, thanks for this race on Restream today. That was a big mess. So yeah, big thanks to both our runners for agreeing on Restream. So big thanks to Boo and the other section. And congratulations on finishing this. So yeah, also big thanks to both of our commentators, Captain MD and Fox today. And also big thanks to both of our trackers today, Epic Yoshi that needed to sleep and Regal Bash. But yeah, there's more Majora Mask Randomizer qualifiers left. I think qualifier then is at 3 a.m. EDT on Saturday. And we still, there's 16 qualifiers if I remember correctly. So yeah, definitely a lot more to come on CSR. But for today, that will be it for Majora Mask, I guess. We have the Ocarina of Time Bingo Tournament Swiss Round 1 between Runner Guy and $2 Gargoyle at 6 p.m. EDT tonight. And the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Freaky Friday race at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks everyone, and see you later. Bye.
Bye.
See you, folks.